Welcome to the den, and we are here as always to speak of this week's gaming news. Starting off with Star Wars Outlaws is getting hands-on previews by many. It's getting a lot of praise and a lot of negative feedback. There's a lot of drama going on, not just about the stealth pimp slap animation that they put in the game, but the model for the character looks very different from the actual model from the game. And to be honest, this is just 101 terrible model to in-game look. I mean, why can't they all just be like Capcom? DMC5 looks amazing. Dante to Nero to Virgil. And then you got Trish and so on. Even if you go to the Resident Evil series, the models look great. To Leon, to the new Ashley, especially to Ada. Amazing. But on to more news on Star Wars Outlaws. It looks like the director for the game will not talk about Kay Vess's look because it is bad faith discourse. In my opinion on that, really is. Just gonna ignore the fans? Really? Like, what's bad faith in talking about how terrible the model looks compared to the actual real life model you based it off of? It looks terrible, and that's not bad faith discourse. That's just criticism that you're blatantly ignoring. But onward to the gameplay of Star Wars Outlaws. The gameplay looks typical Ubisoft. There's really nothing else to say. I'm not very excited, but I don't really know much about the game. But it does look like a Ubisoft slop fest somewhat. A typical AAA open world, but Star Wars with a Han Solo-like smuggler female protag. And nothing about her appearance is really cool. Nothing about her gameplay seems that interesting. There's really nothing I could say. Besides that, I hope there's good Star Wars lore. That would be cool. I hope we see all of our favorites come in, but I'm not really feeling it. Maybe I need a hands-on preview myself. And on to the news of Bungie. And apparently the Bungie CEO is laying off a bunch of people and using the money to buy classic cars. The CEO, Pete Parsons, reportedly spent over $2 million in classic cars after the Sony acquisition. And this was uncovered the same day he made a statement, laying off 220 employees. Because the company was apparently dealing with financial challenges. That sounds like a load of crap. That sounds like CEO greed to me. But also with the news, Bungie reportedly canceled Destiny 3 following layoffs, along with Destiny 2's content in the future that will now be dropped in smaller content packs instead of expansions, the typical Destiny updates they get. So it looks like they completely went into small scale with Destiny. It looks like it's over for Bungie. Maybe not. Maybe Sony can turn something around. But it's getting hard to even think about that. I mean, just look at the cars he's getting. Some Shelby Mustangs, 33 years old, 1966 BMW. Like, what the hell is he buying here? A 1971 Porsche? Why does he need all these cars? He could be spending it on balancing out his employees, giving money to all of his employees, making more quality content, or trying to make quality content. But instead, he's just using the money selfishly for his own gain, his own need. That's a terrible leader, and Sony's gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, this guy's a dickhead. And more with gaming news. Avowed is being delayed all the way to February 18th, 2025. Avowed was originally planned to be released in fall 2024, or you could say somewhere around November. And the excuse is, but I don't think it's really an excuse, but it's just a good plan, is that it gets players' backlog some breathing room. Which, they could say what they want. I mean, I'll agree with this only because this is just a good spot for Avowed, as Mr. Matty Plays says, to put it somewhere where they'll thrive instead of in a saturated marketplace in previous dates they were going to release it. This is a good scenario for Avowed, and I'm hoping to see a good game from them. I enjoyed Outer Worlds, I enjoyed Fallout New Vegas from Obsidian, and I believe in this team. They are one of the GOATs of RPGs, and especially in the western region of RPGs. And there's nothing better than getting some well-written companions on your journey, you know? And more with gaming news. Apparently there is a new Darksiders coming out and has been announced at the THQ Nordic Digital Showcase. And we have a little preview of what THQ is cooking up. And you know, I don't have much of a history with Darksiders. I think it's an okay game. I think it's a swell 7 out of 10. You know, it's got that Zelda formula that we all love. But it's a pretty good game, and I'm hoping the fans are celebrating. I'm hoping the fans are waiting for this. And since after Darksiders 3, I think the next one, in my opinion, will be a co-op Darksiders. And that will be interesting to see what they have cooking up. And to top off the end of this news segment, GameInformer is closing down after 33 years in the gaming industry. After 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming, it is with a heavy heart that we announce the closure of GameInformer. And this is a sad one because if you felt it, GameInformer has been in our lives forever. In the golden era of gaming from the 2000s to the late 90s, GameInformer was king. You got everything from there, especially their cool-ass cover arts. And it's sad to see them close, but they had a long history, and I think they had a good run. But as we close out this gaming news in the den, thank you, GameInformer, for all the love and laughs. Wish you well.